Hey, it's Crazy Taxi. Yeah, okay, that was the next generation of Dreamcast, but hey guys, welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. It's Saturday night and we are jamming with some Sega Saturn and some Sega STV, and we got Sanshiro with us. Oh, okay, just some visual prompts. The Sega STV core is always being updated. Now you can grab a version from Update All, absolutely dandy, but then if you run an unstable version of the MiSTer operating system, you can then try out like the latest unstable builds, and if there's any changes, any improvements, you'll be the first to try those out. So over here we are looking at the Sega STV version, the arcade version of Cotton here. Yo, Scalinio, the first is actually the first for this stream. So let's check it out. Now, someone mentioned that there was they wanted to see like some updates on the Sega Saturn using a dual SD-RAM setup. And you know what? That's why I'm doing this stream. I was like, I'll get that done as like maybe the next stream. But yeah, I kind of like started doing some other streams in between because, you know, stuff like Earthian came out, then we had the Gradius collection, and then I really wanted to do the Mega Drive aftermarket and homebrew games, and I was like, no, you know what, I was supposed to do a Saturn stream, and you know what better time to do a Saturn stream than a Saturday night. So let's give this a little bit of a whirl. Now, is that the right? No, I pressed the, oh no, I did press the right button. Okay, so it's the R button. Got to remember, R button is to put a credit in. Now this has got like some kind of memory save where if you actually what is it, yeah, if I reset it and there's credits left in there, it will remember the credits in there. It would have been good in the arcade, right? You know, someone shut the arcade, there's some credits in there, you're a kid with no money, you come in and you find credits in there. So guys, this is such a good game, such a good soundtrack as well, man. Hopefully you guys are getting some of that. I've got the volume set to where you should be able to hear it as well. Now, people always say, what's the advantage of playing the STV version as opposed to, say, the Sega Saturn version? Well, first of all, the soundtrack's different. The Sega Saturn one will have CD quality sound, but it's not to say that the non-CD quality sound isn't good. It's freaking great. I love the soundtrack for this, both the Sega Saturn version and the arcade version. And as well as that, the loading times are they're a lot faster because this is not loading off a disc, it's loading off a cartridge. So you've got that over there, and some games have less input lag. Groove on Fire is something that comes to mind, and this is just absolutely awesome. Now the STV actually has been merged with Update All, so you'll grab these in your arcade games. I've got them in my normal arcade A to Z folders, but as well as that, guys, I have actually got a separate folder called STV, because sometimes if I just want to do an STV stream or want to look at the STV stuff, I just want to go over and look at the games for that system without going through that list. So I've put the MRA files in there as well. My micro SD card is a 1.5 terabyte one, and it is a mess of an SD card, but I absolutely love the way it is. You know, there's ways of organizing stuff. You can use something from MiSTer Organize. You can use stuff to kind of, you know, what was it, those MGL files to make stuff easier, make stuff better. It's cool. There's different ways of doing this stuff, but yeah, I kind of like the chaos that is my micro SD card, and I like arranging my folders the way I arrange my folders. Now I've got to shoot this monster in the titties, get past the club, shoot it in the titties, and eventually it is going to be tea time. Not teabag time, tea time. But yeah, we're going to shoot this hairy monster. I think it's like Bigfoot's cousin, and enough shots in the titty and the monster falls on its knees. Right, time for a little bit of tea. And talking of teabagging, guys, right, so my kid, this is a little while ago, I think it was Fortnite he was playing, or either that or Halo Infinite. Not sure if I mentioned it on a previous stream, but he downed someone, right, in whatever game he was playing, and he was crouching up and down on this person, you know, like crouch down, pop back up, and I was like, son, what are you doing? Oh, he goes, dad, it's like I'm trolling this guy. So mean, when you beat someone, you crouch up and down, like on top of them, right? Now, what was really funny was he had no idea what he was doing. He was teabagging the opponent, and for him, he was a kid. He just thought it was a meme, and I was like, son, don't do that, without having to explain to a child what it actually meant. Right, let's run another game. So if we go, cool, I'm in the STV folder that I've created. or have I? No, here's my STV folder, right? And all of the ones are in here. I've updated to the latest version. There's always some good games in here. Ooh, Final Fight Revenge. Got 2 MR8s for that. That's interesting. Guardian Force. Guardian Force is a really good game, guys. Oh, okay. Hey, Appley, how you doing, man? Stream looks crispy today. Yeah. So I was having issues with my sound. It turned out I was using a 24-bit mic with OBS, which is only like with a 16-bit kind of thing. Okay, let's just reset that so we can get the... right, okay, clear all data, and because it remembers your credits that you left. So I kind of worked out a way with the help of Anime Otaku of how to kind of get the mic working. And what it was I was blasting like the basic levels too loud, where it was better to do it lower and then kind of make the volume louder within OBS itself. And that seems to have resolved that issue. This is a really good game, guys. This is Guardian Force. And it is like a dream come true. Actually, you know, I kind of prefer playing this on the Saturn because the buttons aren't quite the way I like them. Well, they could be the way I like them on this version of the core, because I'll just have to set them that way. But you know, the arcade one, I've got them set a certain way. But on the Saturn, it's like the middle buttons fire, the buttons around it rotate your turret clockwise and anti-clockwise. And guys, like playing this game now, like I've got nothing against software emulation. I use it all the time. But playing this on MAME, this game is super laggy. Like it is so laggy. It almost feels like you're playing it underwater. And that's no criticism to MAME, because I love MAME. I love Final Burn Neo. But man, when I play this on the Saturn, at least for me, this is the definitive way of playing it, unless obviously you've got the original hardware. So playing this on the Saturn stroke STV core, like, you need to try this game. It's so freaking good, man. So darn good. And it's not a game I played in the arcade. It's a game that I discovered much later. So let's just kind of go here a second. And let's go into the Saturn core, because I want to run the Saturn version of this game. Now, we are running a dual SD RAM MiSTer, because someone put the idea in my head that, you know, they want to see some Saturn stuff. And I said, look, I'll do a Saturn stream. And I kind of forgot about it. But here I am, rocking like a hurricane doing it. So we are using the core that was updated on the 7th, right? We're on the 9th today. So that was 2 days ago. And the Saturn's a great system. It's one of my favorite cores on the MiSTerFPGA. A big shout out to SRG320. There is their Patreon link is inside the description of the video. So if you expand it, you have a look at it, support the guy, man. He is freaking awesome. Can't wait for his 3DO core. Even though I don't really care for the 3DO that much, I think it'll be a fun system to test out and stream. I know a lot of people love it. I had a 3DO. I swapped it for Guardian Force. Right, here we go. I swapped it. I traded in a Neo Geo and paid money on top. So there you go. I always remember like some bad things. Yo, Spitfire RAF in the house. Good evening to you. Anime Otaku, how are you doing, buddy? I think the mic's sounding good. Thank you for your help with that, Anime Otaku. I was trying so many different things. I even bought like additional mics to stop this clipping that was happening. And it just happened to be the fact that it was too loud going in, and sometimes it was overwhelming to actually for OBS, so I had to kind of reduce the levels, but it seems to be okay now. I'm not getting any clipping. I didn't notice any in the weekly news video. I mean, I don't listen to it all. Yo, Neil Severa, how you doing, guys? This is Neil Severa, the famous contributor on Metal Game Solid, man. This guy contributes on the website. He's going to be contributing soon, and he is big in the Neo Geo scene. In fact, if you ever say the word Neo Geo, I always think Neo Severa, because he is the guy when it comes to Neo Geo stuff. You know, he's got a really good X account if you want to stay up to date with Neo Geo stuff. They are porting, so if you want to find out about it first, it's always on his account that I found out about Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninja Burger, something burger edition, hamburger edition, or was it Big Burger edition? Some kind of burger in there. I like burgers. I like Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninja, one of my favorite arcade games, as well as that In the Hunt Double Dragon 1. This guy is in the know. He moves in circles that I so wish to move in. Maybe one day, huh? But yeah, good stuff. And he's got a good channel as well on YouTube where he does tutorials. So good guy, good stuff. 10 credits. Let's roll, baby. So on the Sega Saturn, the controls here they are like a dream come true. So the middle buttons fire, and it always fires up. And look, A and C rotate the turret around. So you can essentially keep your middle finger on the B button to just fire straight all the time. And then with with ANC, with your other fingers, your index finger and your ring finger, as they call it. Even though I don't wear any jewelry, other people wear rings. For me, it's just a finger. You can rotate it with that, and you have got a special as well, guys. This game, seriously, this game is wicked, and I discovered this on the MiSTerFPGA on the SEGA Saturn core, and that's one of the amazing things about the MiSTerFPGA. That's why I love it so much. And it's the same kind of thing that you discover on emulation lists, where what happens is you don't know a game, you never played the game growing up, and you're going through like a random list on MAME or whatever, and you come across a game and you think like, wow, I would have loved this game in the arcade. Guys, if this was in the arcade, I would have absolutely positively 150%, because going above 150% is bad for your health. We all know that, so never go above 150. But yeah, I would have completely loved this game. So I was playing this on the MiSTer, and you know, looking at kind of random games, and I played Guardian Force, and I was like, wow, completely and utterly blown away by it. Like, if you like shmups, it's very, very different. And you know, like there's some of those horizontal flying shmups. I can't remember the names now, but you've got a weapon that kind of rotates around, right? I never really get on with them, but this one just works. It just works, guys. Is that a power up? Right, that is a power up. So let's whack our little yo-yo in there. So the tank's got a yo-yo, and there's a special fire as well. I think you press all three buttons, is it? And yeah, you do your special fire. Now there's a lot of bullets. This game is difficult, but this game is fantastic, guys. Absolutely superb, absolutely superb. Just has to be played. If you like shmups, you need to play this. Chances are you probably have played this. Absolutely love it. There's another shmup we're going to look at in a second, which again is one of my favorites, and it really is that darn good. We'll run that in a second. Hey guys, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the channel, man. We're doing a Saturn stream on a dual SD RAM system. Now, on the whole, guys, there are some advantages of having a dual SD RAM system, especially when it comes to 3D fighters on the MiSTerFPGA. But honestly, for sacrificing analog, right? If I only had one MiSTer, for me, I would get a single SD RAM, right? I like dual SD RAM because it opens up opportunities for me doing content. But heck, man, I'd want the output. I'd want to output to a CRT because I have a CRT now. However, if I didn't have a CRT, then maybe I'd just go for a dual RAM, and I'd only be playing through HDMI. And you can still output to a CRT, you just can't do it simultaneously. You need to use a direct video adapter. So let's run another game. It's another shmup. We'll do a few shmups and then we'll go over to something else, because this has some really good shmups. So absolutely superb. I've made some little eye candy here, and we've got Saturn Shiro beating that Saturn pad, because if you've got a massive pad like that, you need to beat it. And if I had a pad like that, that's how I would mash it. I think he's playing like track and field. In this case, the athlete, I don't know, the decathlon version on here. But anyway, let's put him away for a little while. Let's bring him back up. And do you like this game? Saturn Shiro approves. Okay. Let's run with this. This is really good. Oh, I bought a single RAM setup specifically for analog out. Yeah, man, it kind of like it's what I would go with. That is what I would go with, and that's the first one I went with. I had the option there, and I didn't even have a CRT at the time. At least not one set up. I had one in my shed. And I was like, no, I'm going to get it. And for ages, I didn't use a CRT until, I mean, I brought the CRT out from my shed, but it was too big. It was like a 14-inch consumer one, but I had no space for my desk. And then when my buddy, you know who you are, I know you don't like being mentioned on my channel, but when my buddy hooked me up with a CRT, with a PVM, man, I've got a wicked PVM. It fits on my desk, and I put it on there, and I just marvel at it. But I know this is going to sound bad, and I don't mean to be ungrateful or anything like that. I love my PVM, but growing up, right, does anyone feel this? Let me know if you feel this, right? So growing up, I never had a PVM. I always had consumer TV. So I don't get the nostalgia from a PVM that I get from a consumer TV, because you know, we had consumer TVs growing up. I'm gonna put the soundtrack up for this a bit because it is banging. Yeah, so I don't get that nostalgia, guys, with it. I love it. It looks so clean and so crisp, but I kind of want that broken image of a consumer TV. But obviously I don't have a consumer TV that small. Does anyone else feel that? Is it too good for you? Because like the PVM is so clear. As a kid, if I had it, I would have been, look at you peasants there with your crappy CRT consumer TV. I've got a PVM, but I didn't have it, so I don't get that nostalgia. I'll get a lick of the PVM, absolutely love it, right? Oh, the sound might be a tad too loud. Let me turn it down just a tad. This is such a banging game, guys. Look at the way those duck flyers, man, and they kind of come down. Love this, love this. So if you want to learn Japanese and you want to learn the word danger, you often hear the word danger in this when your health runs low and you turn into another vehicle. But what a banging soundtrack. I don't actually even fully understand this game, you know. I don't know what each power-up does or whatever. I always play it on stream and I'm like, I need to play this game and go through it. It's just such a great shmup, man. It's just so unique. And this is why I think like Band Presto just means quality. Whenever I see that logo, I just think quality. But here's the funny thing. I don't remember too many Band Presto games in the arcade. Can you believe it? You know, not too many, but guys, this game is just wicked. The humor in here, the characters, the artwork, and it's based on Tetsunoko, right? I always remember that name from the game Tetsunoko versus Capcom. Great game, by the way. And I feel like, has that been decompiled or something? I remember seeing like a version of it kind of out. And here we go. We've got the elephant on here, guys, and it's absolutely superb. Now I remember trying to dodge it in the top corners, and you don't dodge it in the top corner, man. I just killed a tree down there, man. Again, banging soundtrack, guys. What a game. What a game. Oh, actually, I was meant to check out Shader Glass to see if we could do like a little Shader Glass live stream, man. If you haven't checked out Shader Glass, guys, it is fantastic for the PC. Oops. So is it the bottom corner I need to go to dodge it? I can't remember. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Apologies, guys. Oh, I just got trunked by the elephant. And guys, this is Time Bokan series and it's got like a subtitle after it. Can't remember. I'll show you in the menu in a second. What's really cool over here, guys, is we're going to go forward and we're going to see the little baby elephant that was riding it with like, is that like surrender flags? And you can't kill it. I've tried. I keep going for it. It just does not die, guys. But this is such a great shmup. Like for me, this is like a gaming masterpiece, an easy 10 out of 10, at the very least a 9 out of 10 game. Like it really is that good. It needs to be played to be believed. And look how good the graphics are when you see those ducks flying up top. Like it's just so good, man. The layers this thing has, and look at that thing out there firing those little duckies at me. But let's run something else, guys. This is such a you know, Severa, I'm using the M30, man. I always use that with the Saturn one. It just works really well. So let's see what else we can kind of run. Okay. Oh, I've got a few different versions of a Castlevania. Okay, so okay, that's multiply. Okay, Batman Forever the Arcade. I'd rather play the arcade version of that. Bubble also featuring Rainbow Islands. Why not? Let's go for that. So guys, oh, okay, no, we need to give it a reset. My bad. So whenever it's a CHD and you launch a new game, you need to do a reset. Oh yeah. So the M30 has weird connection issues sometimes, but that might only be when the battery is like halfway through or less or something. I mean, once it starts working and it works well. It's a great little one there. But baseball, anyone? Look at that. Love the Sanshiro Saturn adverts, man. So I thought I'd put a few gifts up, and now that gift's gone, guys, remember we do have a giveaway. Hopefully I've linked it in the video, but yeah, we've got a giveaway, gang. It runs out on Tuesday, but you can win yourself a MiSTer. So if you don't have a MiSTer, you can win an SD RAM bundle of a MiSTer, and yeah, you can join the MiSTer family, man. You can get it right. Okay, Dragon Ball Z Idiaka Dragon Ball. If I've got that one, no problem. We can run that, Anime Otaku, no problem. You can get dual RAM if you remove the analog video. Yep, absolutely. Oh, Anime, I didn't know you had a QM Tech, MiSTer. Oh, okay, cool. Maybe you told me. I forgot. For some reason, I Did not know that. Oh, last CRT I had was like a 27-inch Triniton. Yeah, that you could kill someone with that, man. That is so big. I have a 14-inch JVC PVM, and I've seen that. It is absolutely banging. I think mine was like 9 inches or something. I like it. I like it a lot, man. It's so darn good. It's small. Obviously, I'm used to playing on like a 14-inch screen when I was younger, or maybe even like a little bit bigger than that or whatever. But you know, it's nice to have that. I have a limited space. I'm in the corner of my room. My wife is at the bedroom watching a movie with the kids downstairs. I've got till 11, the very latest. Between half 10 and 11, I'll end the stream. The time now, right now in the UK, because I understand some of you guys will be in different time zones. It's 21:21 military time, as it is on a PC. I prefer a 12-hour clock, but it's 9:21 p.m. So you know, like an hour and a half to 2 hour stream. I think that's a good length for a stream. I realized before the stream I hadn't even had dinner, so I said to my wife I need something to eat, and she went shopping earlier. She got some apple turnovers like fresh from the bakery, so I had one of them with a cup of coffee to start this up. So what else have we got here? Right, we've got a pad B. Okay, yeah, so SEGA Saturn, guys. Yeah, look at the logo up there. Might be a little bit distracting, but hey, it's giving you some Saturn vibes. It's sending you some happy Saturn vibes on a Saturday night, because we don't go clubbing anymore. We don't do that stuff. We are mega nerds, and on a Saturday night, we stream, or we watch streams of games of younger and better days and whatnot. So let's press the start button. But it's called So Amazing. It's come along such a long way. Right, let's look at this. And I have to say, I'm not a big fan of this, but let's have a look at it, because this is just Rainbow Islands done completely different, man. Like it really is different. Also, got to give a shout out to MiSTer add-ons, man. It's their dual SD RAM MiSTer that I'm using, right? It is absolutely superb. So which button is it to put a credit in? It's got to be one of the buttons, or maybe it's just start. Oh, here we go. It gives you 10 credits. Was that the norm back then? Okay, player 1 direct. Okay, so now I'm the only one here. So this gave me 9 credits, not 10, right? Okay, but you press start, you get it. Let's get the sound a little bit all right as well. Oh, okay, no, I do kind of like this one. I thought it had like a different thing. Yeah, this is all right. Man, those little caterpillars get angry fast, man. Take a little rainbow, man. Okay, I'm gonna make a joke in a bit if the scenario dictates it. I make it every time I play Rainbow Islands, and oh my god, it's a double rainbow. What do I do? Oh my god, it's a double rainbow. But what does it mean? What does it mean? So guys, that was the early days of the internet. Do you remember? That was like, you know, when YouTube was new. I remember my friend showing me this video where this hippie kind of dude, he sees a double rainbow and he's crying. He's like, oh, it's a double rainbow. What does it mean? It's so beautiful. And oh man, I'll never forget that video. Oh, I only like the double rainbow in this. I don't like the triple rainbow, and I always mention it because the triple rainbow, so there's a maximum number of rainbows you can have on screen, so you can climb up vertically a decent amount. But what happens if you get the triple rainbow? Let's say 10's the maximum number, so you can have 5 5 double rainbows. But if you get the triple rainbow, you can only have like 3 stacks of them. So the optimal one for me was 1 red, which gives you a double rainbow, a yellow, which makes your rainbow faster, and the little shoes that make you run. But guys, this is really good, man. I mean, this is like a nice little facelift on the original. Like, it's really good, really good. I was kind of thinking, I don't know what other version I played. We'll have to try the other versions in here just to see if it's in. I want to avoid getting that one. And what's really cool is that I really like these star things out here. So the red ones go 360 and the yellow ones go up only. Yeah, so that was the red and a yellow there. That's why we didn't kind of see that yellow there. It just kind of joined forces. Good soundtrack as well, man. Good little twist on it. Yeah, okay, I've got the shoe. I am optimal Bob, whatever you want to call him. Bob. Oh, I don't want to get that. Okay, cool. I mean, I probably will end up getting a triple rainbow at some time, and then I can go, it's a triple rainbow. But what does it mean? What does it mean? Such a great game, guys. Such a great game. Like, I used to play this on the Amiga. That's where I played it, man. And it's still great on the Amiga. I'm kind of waiting for the arcade core. I know that's something that's on Hatega's, Hatega's radar, and it would be great to get that one. Absolutely fantastic to get that one. You can jump quite high in this, by the way. Oh, I've got a little bit of an itchy nose, man. But if I go to itch my nose, I might die. I didn't even itch my nose, but I'm itching it now. I've lost my double rainbow, guys. But what does it mean? Look at, I'm a slow guy with a single rainbow on a Saturday night. I am so sad. I'm gonna tell my wife, no. You know what? Later, let's try the other version. Let me see. Can we? Quit the main title screen. Okay, good stuff. Let's see. Can we go back out into the game list? Okay, let's give it a quick reset. And let's see the other one. Yo, LSD in the house. There is a RAM speed tester utility in the MiSTer menu, but I don't think it says how much you have. Oh, okay, cool. There you go. I forgot about those icons. Okay. Oh, wow. Who are you? I like that username. Kind of made me think it was a question then. It's for a look up MiSTerFPGA installed memory module menu. Okay, cool. Yeah, Neo Severo with a double rainbow. Oh my God, it's a double rainbow. But what does it mean? What does it mean? I should have that actually up on screen, you know, rather than these other ones here where we've got Sanshiro loves Rainbow Islands and we are probing. What else have we got? Here we go. A nice bit of a SEGA Saturn screen, and man, Anime Otaku's going to give me a Taito sticker like that to stick on my laptop. At the moment, I've got a Super Mario sticker on there that I really like, and along with that, I've got a MiSTer is King PCN channel logo one, but I want to get like Capcom, Taito, and a few arcade kind of classic stickers on there. So let's go. I want to check out like the cursed version of Rainbow Islands, which I thought I was playing. So I thought I played this one enhanced edition, but was I playing that one? Right, okay, because look at the character there. I thought the character was going to be like that. Okay, let's go that. If that was the one I was playing before, then we're going to give it another reset and run the other one. So Rainbow Islands, just such a great game, man. Okay. Okay, this might be the same version. Let's have a look. Oh, okay, no, cool. Right, yeah, we were definitely looking at the enhanced version earlier. I mean, this is the original. The original looks really good, but I have to say that enhanced version is really, really good. Really, really good. Like the background, just like the graphical upgrade looks really, really good. Really, really good. I have to say, very, very impressed by it. I mean, it's one of my favorite games, like, of all time. Absolutely love it. Rainbow Islands, smashed it on the Amiga. Never so much played it on the arcade, but I do want to check out the arcade version. PlayStation has a good version. PC Engine CD has a good version as well. But I kind of have to say, I really do like that the enhanced Saturn version. The visuals just look really, really good. And sometimes when a game gets a facelift, they do a really bad job of it, especially when there was a machine that was kind of going into 3D. And they try and make it, you know, and it just looks terrible. It looks like the characters have been in some kind of car crash and they've been reconstructed, put back together, and they look horrible. But I think nailed it in this one. The enhanced version of Rainbow Islands looks really good. And I died just before I got to the spider boss, but it would have been good to see that spider boss. You know, spider boss does whatever a spider boss can. Spin a web, well, not really. It's a spider boss and not Spider-Man. Right, okay, let's I just want to go to Bubble now because I never bothered checking Bubble. Like I like Bubble. It was something I played a little bit in the arcade, but I used to watch more and play different games. But it is Bubble, man. Bubble's just it is a classic. Mention the word arcade and it's one of the games that it's one of the pictures that comes in my head of one of the games. And it is, and we've got a great arcade core, an absolutely superb arcade core. Oh, does it only give you 3 credits? Okay. Thought it will give you like 10. Is it me or is the aspect ratio a little bit off on this? Does it look a little bit off? Turok. Yeah, I've got the remasters on the Switch actually. I should really play them. Feels... Okay, feels like a little bit longer. And the sound feels different as well. But what a soundtrack. I mean, it's got the melodies and everything for it. It feels a little bit different. Okay, that's cool. Let's run another game. Bubble Bubble will always be Bubble Bubble, man. What a fantastic game. What am I doing? Sorry, I'm getting into core. Oops. Right, insert. Okay, what have we got? Guys, I can take requests. Right, so Aleem Tayyab said Dragon Ball Z. I'm not sure if I have the Dragon Ball Z game, you know. No, I don't have that. Okay, we don't have that. Sorry about Aleem Tayyab. Elevator Action is another really good one. Let's see that run. Please do X-Men versus Street Fighter. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. We can definitely run that. We'll run that one next. Just remind me, always put requests down in block capitals. It really does help out a lot, and it kind of stands out because I've got memory like a sieve, and I forget. Oh, actually, you know what? We can do that now if we're having to do that. Was it X-Men versus Street Fighter? X-Men versus Street Fighter. Here we go. Now, one thing about the M30 is I jump a lot by accident with this controller. It's not the control, and that's definitely a me thing because no one else has these issues. It's just the way I play. And like Neil Severa says, it's not the controller, it's the pilot, because I've seen Neil Severa do some tricky stuff with some like definitely under par controllers, man. Cool. I'm really looking forward to CPS 3, by the way, guys. So I'm really looking forward to actually Hatego releasing Golfing Greats, and after that Run and Gun. What's learned with the frame buffer and Run and Gun, and maybe even some of the stuff that's done on the SEGA Saturn core, can be used to kind of improve. To kind of use that to get a CPS 3 core up and running. So really looking forward to that. I really do hope it fits on the MiSTer. That will be great. If it doesn't, then we'll see what happens with a future FPGA that's coming. I've definitely got some info on more than one like future project. You know, some of it might be known, some of it might be like unknown. Really exciting. So I'm kind of looking forward to that next jump, man. But MiSTer still has plenty in there. There's still so many arcade games. I mean, look at Wicker Wacker. Just the other day, he released 2 games on the Taito F2 system, and that's I find really confusing, because as well as the Taito F2, when I go to system16.com, really good site, by the way, guys, check it out for arcade references. There's another one, there's an Italian site as well from Zach, that's really good. But it shows some of those games that Wicker Wacker's released on the Taito F2 core as Taito F1 games. So it gets confusing. So I'll call it the Taito F1 and F2 core, but Metal Black, actually we can have a look at that because there is a Sega Saturn port of that available. So maybe we can check that out. As well as that, he's got Dead Connections. So MiSTer's got plenty of life left in there, you know. Don't think there's like new lamps coming, right? You know, like Aladdin. Like, we've got a good lamp here, right? So let's go. So let's pick one character from Capcom, and we'll do one from Marvel. So we'll make it Team Girl, Cammy and Rogue. So we'll go Turbo. And right, okay, auto is where I think they made easy moves in this. We can like tap the button a couple of times and it gives you easy moves, and this is really cool. This is one of the last games to become that came working on this. So I really do suck at these games because I'm more of a slower paced Street Fighter player. So we're talking, you know, the normal like Super Turbo, Third Strike, Capcom versus SNK 2. As soon as it comes to superhero ones, I just can't do it. Ooh, okay, so she's got a power that she can change into everyone, I think. Yeah, there's all kind of crazy air combos and stuff in here. Okay, we're doing stuff, but I'm just doing like normal moves and whatnot. I love it. It goes from one end of the screen to the other. That is such a good move, man. Her stunning hard kick. Tension. What aspect ratio do you have in the core settings? It looks a bit too tall. Okay, let's have a look at that, shall we? So that's an interesting question. Let's have a look. So would that be in audio and video? I've kind of left everything aspect ratio original, dude. Original. Everything's original. Unless, is that incorrect? Let's see what other options we've got. Full screen. That is definitely not the correct aspect ratio. And then corrected, no, original. So we are going with original. So this is the correct aspect ratio. It feels correct to me anyway. Unless you said that while we were playing Bubble Bobble, because Bubble Bobble looked off. But I think that was just the aspect ratio of the actual game. I think that's how it was on there, because Rainbow Islands looked alright. You know, I kind of wish I was playing these games when they came out. I never really evolved with these. So, you know, when it comes to playing this stuff, man, I can't do those crazy long combos and stuff. You know, when you drop to the floor, you drop to the floor. That's it. But in these ones, when the enemy drops to the floor, you can kind of continue another. You know, I think unless it's a hard knockdown or something, you can continue combos and whatnot. Kissy, kissy, kiss, kiss. So stylish though, man. Capcom were just on fire back then. I still remember when I was playing Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, seeing like Darkstalkers, the first game. I was like, wow, that game looks dope, man. And but I never really got a chance to play it when it initially came out. I was kind of hoping it came out for the Super Nintendo, but I don't remember an arcade near me having it, right? But I would have definitely played that. Love that special there, man. Eat that. Has she got her ear special? Let's see. Yeah, she has. But I completely missed it. Let's try and do it again. Cool, absolutely love it, man. Yo, Danahan in the house. How you doing? So when we're supposed to play CVS2, bro? You ducking me? Absolutely not. But the distance between us always leads to a crappy connection, man. But hey, dude, I am game. I'm happy to play. I am happy to play. Let's run. Do you know what? While we're on the fighters, let's play. Have we got any of the Street Fighters here? Street Fighter movie, that is so terrible. I think it's in the other folder actually. My Street Fighter games. Let's go to bin queue. And let's go Street Fighter 03. Okay, it's gonna boot it up. Yeah, Danahan, we can play, man, but the distance between us, it just it's not it just makes it not a nice experience. Yeah, Tension 2002. Well, okay, look, here we are. Audio and video aspect ratio original or full screen, right? And full screen is not the right one, right? And then we've got aspect ratio original, or we've got corrected. Now over there that kind of looks all right, but it's going to be too wide when the game starts, because I always remember Alpha 3 being a little bit what's the word, like, yeah, that screen being like a little bit right, let me just go out of this for a second. Look, that's too wrong. Look at that. That's way too wide, man. Unless you're telling me that's the right aspect ratio, which definitely isn't the right aspect ratio. And the way I've set it up as well, part of the screen will be kind of cut out. I just realized that. So let me go back out a second. Yeah, see, part of the screen's cut. That's way too wide, man. So let's have a look. So let's go here. See, part of the character's missing, but yeah, this is way too wide, dude. Way too wide. We'll see once we're in game. We're gonna see it's way too big, man. So I think the original one's correct, guys. Is anyone with me on this? Tension seems to think we've got the wrong aspect ratio here, but that is definitely too wide now. So I'm gonna go back to, oops, sorry, where was that? Okay, audio and video. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, attention. The characters look right and the circles. Okay. I don't know, man. This feels correct to me, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm just used to playing. I don't know. This feels the right way. So you're saying the corrected one, it looked right to you. I don't know about that, dude. That's too widescreen. That's too widescreen. I mean, I'm looking at the OBS and it looks absolutely fine to me, guys. What are your thoughts on this? What Tension is saying that what you're seeing right now isn't the correct aspect ratio? Okay, let's give this a quick reset. I want to have a look at chat. Okay, that's fine. No worries, Tension, man. It's kind of looking all right for me. Original mode is 4x3. Corrected gives square pixels and full screen can get in the bin. Yeah. Yeah, so not quite sure there, dude. It kind of feels all right to me over here. So we'll roll with that for now. Okay, let's 02. 02 is really good. I like 02 a lot, man. I think I prefer Alpha 2 to Alpha 3. And also, by the way, Tension, thank you. I always appreciate feedback, man. Anything to kind of better the stream. So I don't mean to sound like, hopefully I'm not coming across like, I don't know, arrogant or rude or anything like that. Always appreciate and always listen to the feedback. Anyhow, I'm not an expert by any means or anything. In fact, I could not be further away than being an expert. Yo, Tresurrector in the house. How you doing there, buddy? Good to have you here, man. Yeah, I like doing too wide indeed. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, wicked. Okay, just looking at some of the chat. Yeah. Again, this is looking legit to me, man. But let's go. So guys, this is Saturday night. We're doing some Sega Saturn, man, and some Sega STV as well. We'll go back to STV after as well. Remember, guys, STV is cool. Just don't go around getting STDs, right? We're all older. Hopefully, we're all in meaningful relationships, and we're staying with the STV, and we're not doing the STD, right? Because you know, Sanshiro says no, we are too old for STDs. Oh wow, he looks the part on there with his gi on. Ken Ryu and Uncle Sanshiro. Let's go. Hey, we're doing the Saturn stuff today, guys. And don't forget, guys, top right, you can win yourself a MiSTer Pi. Whether you have a MiSTer or you don't, enter it, give Metal Game Solid some love. It's a new site that me and Anime Otaku are working on. And we're working really hard. Honestly, when I tell you guys, actually, I've got 2 weeks off work now, so I am chilling and I am loving it. But generally speaking, right, I usually go to work, and even when I come home and after I deal with all the family and everything I need to do, I'll start working on the PC, whether it's videos, whether it's articles for the website, and I work until I go to sleep at the moment. So definitely show us some love if you can. You know, go over to Metal Game Solid, make an account like on there, like you're back in like, I don't know, the year 2005 or whatever, you know, when early days of the internet where, you know, everything wasn't just Reddit like it is now. Look at the backgrounds in this. Sorry guys, but the backgrounds in this, oh, can't combo properly on this controller, man. Nah, I can't do it. Yes, I want to do crouching short, standing short, or crouching light kick, standing light kick into hard dragon. I think she's got it in this as well. I usually pick Rose in this. Rose is top tier. She's really good in this game. To be honest, she's really good in Alpha 3 as well. Ah! No, can't do it. I love the elephants in this, man. Look, it's like after CPS 1 and CPS 2, they're like, no, we're chilling now. Oof. Okay, he is dead. Right, do we have any other requests, guys, for the Sega Saturn? So I tried getting some more games before we began, and we were doing a few fighting games. So let's have a look at something. Okay, so this is a really cool game, and this is from Treasure, and anything from Treasure pretty much is a treasure. I think I asked before in one of the streams if Treasure ever did a bad game, and some of you guys came forward and said, yeah, there are some bad games with Treasure. You know, games that want to make you beat that controller. In this case, maybe the Sega Saturn controller. But yeah, let's have a look. Oh, Essential Nonsense. I really like these names, man. Why can't I ever come out with a good name? That'd be a good YouTube channel name, right? Essential. Hi guys, this is Essential Nonsense. Hi guys, welcome to Essential Nonsense, the YouTube channel where we talk nonsense that is essential. Wow, what a darn name, man. Yeah, that'll be a good name, man. Do you know who I'm really missing? I'm really missing my boys Big Al and Terminator 2K2, man. I know people have lives, they do stuff. Cool, I get that, man, but I miss them on streams, man. I'm gonna try and do a stream tomorrow morning, man, as I'm off. And yeah, man, like I might try and do one tomorrow morning. Let's see. The wife's gonna wake up late though, but I might try and nudge her awake or something, you know, earlier in the morning. Oh, wicked! Oh, dude, what a great idea! Essential. It's just absolutely great. Like my name literally came with, I like, you know, pixel-based games. You know, I like cherries, or I like coconuts as well. It could have been Pixel Coconut Ninja, but cherry just had a bit of ring to it. And obviously, who doesn't like ninjas? We all love ninjas, right? And it was 3 kind of unique words, and I kind of went with that. But yeah, Essential Nonsense is a great name, man. Another great name, and I hope that person turns up to the stream if they're not here already. But that is Dr. Johnny Bananas, man. Guy, just what a name, man. Hey guys, welcome to Dr. Johnny Bananas channel. I mean, like, you know, respect to a good name when you hear it. There's actually someone else that comes on the channel called After Burnett as well, and I thought the love of their life was Burnett, and they were after Burnett, and they finally got together with Burnett. But no, it wasn't that. They told me what the name was, and it was definitely not that. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you very much, Essential Nonsense. Really do appreciate that. Thank you, man. The channel name was honestly 3 random words, but 3 random words that I actually liked. So, you know, that's what I kind of went with. But yeah, man, Sega Saturn, freaking awesome. This game by Treasure, really good. And what was really good is, like, I remember, so what was really fun with the Sega Saturn core was when it was developing, when it was only a few games working and going through the process of this. And I remember when this started working, it was really exciting times. It was working, and then it would crash when you kind of go down this part where you fall down, and when you fall down, you fight this big long boss. And it was really cool. Now I know there's a particular way of playing this. It's not yeah, whoever, yeah, sorry, yeah, there's a way of playing. I don't want to practice. We're gonna go start mission, but I can't even remember. So there's like, I think if you shoot in left and you shoot right, you shoot in one direction or whatever, all good. But really good that we're getting this stuff translated. A big shout out to all the translation community, man. The name that always comes to mind is one of the people that translates a lot of stuff, especially on the Dreamcast, is Derek Pascarella, I think. Really good stuff. Okay, so let's skip this with start, and here we are. And yeah, we're just gonna go here again. Just really good artwork from these guys, man. Here I'm finger shooting, and can't remember what I do here, man, or what I do in this game. Okay, so I've done my special there or whatever, but hey, I'm gonna finger shoot you, man. Pew 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 pew. That's what my kid is, always shooting stuff. But I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, what are you doing? We're in the car earlier, and I'm like, look, there's a learner, like a learner. And you know, he's like, he's shooting the learner. I'm like, why are you shooting the learner? He's just always pretend shooting everything, and then he's crouching. The imagination of kids, man. You know, remember when we were kids, and I'm talking like single-digit kids, man. So darn innocent, man. You know, that's why when my kid was teabagging someone in Fortnite, he had no idea he was teabagging someone. He just obviously seen other people do it in the game, and he thought, you know, it's funny just to crouch up and down around them. Actually, talking about that reminded me of Gears of War. When's a Gears of War remaster coming out? Hey, I got given the free copy, even though I never had the digital version of Gears of War Remastered. I had the physical version. In fact, I still have the physical version for the Xbox, but they gave it to me free anyway. So I was super chuffed about that. But I don't know when it's coming out because I do intend to play that somewhat. I can't remember what I'll do here. Do I just destroy all these things or whatever? But this is a beautiful looking game. Absolutely great game. If I was running this on my single SD RAM MiSTer, I'd be looking at it on my CRT thinking, yeah, this looks absolutely superb. But yeah, we've got this stuff running here. Right, okay, let's run another game because honestly, I can't remember what to do, but you do kind of go along and do stuff in here. Okay, so that was the Japanese version. What the heck is Target? I can't remember this game, but I know it gets mentioned. That first, yeah, do you know what? It cracks me up, some of the stuff that they do, right? So even like, so at my 3 kids, the oldest is a girl, she's 17, she's a teenager, she mainly stays in a room. I don't know what she's doing, writing a memoirs or something. My boys are 9 and 11. And the 11-year-old, like he's, you know, he's a man now, like he's transformed into a man, but he's still a kid. But the 9-year-old, he's a kid, and because he's the baby in the family, he acts like a baby. Very, very loving, very, very good. But the kid is bloody hilarious, man, without even knowing it. Just the kind of stuff he comes out with, right? Like he'll do something like he grabs his grandmother's walking stick, right? And then he goes, look, I'm grandmother. And he pretends to be an old granny walking. And it's freaking hilarious, right? And one time we're in the car and there was, you know, you get number plates. A number plate might be like BX77RJ9 or whatever, right? Like random numbers and letters. And there was a number plate that was like a personalized one, right? And it was TANOY. And my son was like, Tanoi. And we were laughing. We were reading number plates, but because he's 9 and he sounds like a kid. And this was really, really funny, guys. Right? When he was saying it, my wife was in the car, the whole family was in the car. I was like, read that number plate. So let's say he was saying Tanoi, and he was like, Tanoi. It literally sounded like a woman in an adult movie. And I'm laughing my head off. My wife knows why I'm laughing. And obviously my boys don't. And when I'm laughing at my boy is saying something funny, he's like, wow, this is really funny. And he's doing it even more, like he's reading number plates, and every time he's doing it, because he's a kid and the sound he's making, it sounds like a lady being aroused in an adult movie. And I am cracking up, I am laughing, but my kid doesn't know why I'm laughing. But in the end, I had to ban him from reading number plates because every time he did it, it just sounded like that. And my wife said, when you were laughing, I didn't know you knew or whatever. And I was like, no, I knew, but it was too funny, man. And then the only time I brought it after that was I went out with my cousin somewhere and I go, hey, check this out. So I said to my son, I said, son, let's do the number plate game. Read out some number plate games. And he started doing it. And my cousin was in hysterics because he knew what we were doing, man. And he was in hysterics, man. But my kid, obviously, he's oblivious to it. So they don't know. And that's the innocence of the child, you know, they were doing it. But yeah, I've put a stop to that. I'm like, look, we don't do. And it's like, Dad, why can't we play the game where I read out the number plates? I'm like, nah, don't do it, man. It's not good to talk like that, right? And yeah, he's cracking up. Right, let's play some a flight sim really, really badly now. So let's have a look at this. This looks good. I love it when it says arcade, right? Because it means we're not going into a simulation mode where it's going to be like, you know, you need, like, you know, when you start a new game now, you start a new game and the new game kind of says, oh, you know, there's a big giant learning curve. I feel like with some new games, I'm talking like modern games, right? I feel like the tutorial is like doing a course. Like I go on these courses at work, like for a particular system or something that we're doing at work. That's what it feels like when I play a new game. In fact, I'm scared to play new games. I still need to play Monster Hunter Wilds, man. I just don't have the time. I really wish, like, if YouTube and the website was my main job. But like I say, if that was my main job, I'd starve, I'd be homeless, and then I wouldn't be able to do that anyway. But if one day it ever comes to that where I can do this as my main job, then in my leisure time I can play some games, but I just end up working some more. Okay, this game is wicked. Wow. Where have you been my whole life? Absolutely superb. Wow. Absolutely fantastic. Love it. Absolutely. Yeah, I would have liked this on the Saturn back in the day, man. I'm sinking ships, I'm flying around. Controls feel decent for this as well, man. And again, this something like now that I'm looking on HDMI, it really doesn't look that great. But I would have liked this game back then, man. Like CRT, whatever, controls feel decent, feels like arcadey enough, and feels simulationally enough at the same time as well. So what a great game, guys. Wow, what a game. Look, proper arcade aeroplane rush, man. I wonder if this was an arcade game, or is this like a Saturn game or something? Right, am I firing stuff? I think I am. Oh, I'll fire in there. Okay, cool. Oh, okay, that's rotate. Oh, okay, wow. Guys, this is really good, man. This really feels like a bloody arcade game, man. Wow. Crazy soundtrack. Oh, wow. Guys, this game is banging, man. Wow. I think I may have tried it before. I forget a lot of stuff. Like, we'll play these games on stream. We'll do a little bit. Wow-wee, man. This is... Guys, you need to play this game. It feels like a bloody arcade. It feels like an arcade, like, flight combat game, man. It's really, really good. I mean, I'm doing a terrible job of it. I don't even know what I'm doing with all the buttons and everything. I'm probably going to die soon. But, wow, really, really good. Can I kind of fly over to the other side? No, I've got to do one side at a time. Really, really darn good, man. Really, really darn good. Wow. Okay, I'm on the other side now. Danger, danger. Okay, enemy escape because I am pony at this game. Yeah, this is really good, LSD. Really, really good. Kind of reminds me of Ace Combat. So, Ace Combat, I haven't really... I've played them a little bit, but they're all kind of simulation-ish as well. I should go back and actually try them out. Yo, Nathan Erfel in the house, guys. Nathan, we got a game developer in the house that's going to be releasing a game soon. Looking forward to that. So, what's this? Soko Setsuku Sonic Council. No idea what this is. But let's check it out. In the meantime, let me take a little sip of my drink, which is actually Diet Pepsi today. Oh, that's nice. Ooh, we've been streaming for nearly an hour, guys. Wow, time's just gone quick. Oh, okay. Is it telling me that we need to put in the RAM? No, I've got RAM. I've got the RAM on regional O. Anime, what's that saying, man? I know you can read Japanese. Okay, hopefully the game's running. Because I remember it used to... Okay, it's... Ah, Ban Presto! We're in for a good time, guys. I don't know what this game is. I don't know what we're going to get. I don't know what we are going to see. But hey, Saturday night is Ban Presto night. Guys, remember as well, we are giving away a Mr. Pi on Metal Game Solid. And Sanshiro approves. Sanchero's asking me, can he enter the giveaway? Well, no, you freaking can't. Get out of here. But you guys can. Check the link in the description. Make an account on Metal Game Solid. And, yeah, man. Let's enter the competition, man. Into the competition. Win yourself a Mr. Pi. Shout out to a Taki Udon and the guys over at Retro Remake for actually providing the surprise. And this is the second giveaway in a series of 6. Chances are, by the time we get to the 6th giveaway, we're also going to have a 7th giveaway. We're working on a lot of stuff to get the website out there. We want it to be your one-stop place where you get all your essential retro gaming news from, as well as what the heck is going on here? Okay, yeah, so your retro gaming news and your FPGA gaming news. So yeah, man, it'll be good to have you guys there, man. I love that there's so many games on Saturn for me to try that I didn't even know existed. Yeah, and this is why I love this MiSTer so much, man. It, like, the Saturn completely passed me beyond playing it in video game stores. I technically owned one when I had a video game shop and I brought it home and I didn't actually know how to work it. Put it back in the shop and I sold it. But that was my kind of ownership of it. But yeah, no one I really knew had one. You know, I made friends after that went in that direction. They were hardcore Sega fans. Oh, okay. Oh, is this going to be a fighting game? Wow. So, wow, characters look cool. Okay, shout out. Now, in real life fighting, if you've got hair that long, that's going to get pulled and you're going to get your teeth broken. So, if you intend to fight, don't grow long hair. But don't fight. Generally, don't fight. You know, I'm just saying if this, you know, situation dictates it, long hair will be a disadvantage. Okay, we're gonna be Mika over here with yeah, with her little gloves. Let's see, is she fast enough? Let's see what we're doing. Right, next stage. What is this? Never tried this game, guys. Never ever tried this game. Gokuda! Gokuda! I've heard that. I've definitely heard that before. So are we getting into a fighting game? Are these guys going to have some kind of, I don't know, textbook adventure or something? Ooh, good stuff, man. I've discovered a fighting game on a Saturday night because, hey, oh, wow. So, one. Yep, it's a 6-button fighting game. Absolutely love it. That guy's got a yoga flame. So Saturn has so many good fighting games on it, man. Good sound effects. Does that stage not remind you a little bit of the Chun-Li stage? Kind of like a modernish market, right? Trying to do a special here. Oof. Okay, I'm kind of glad I got caught in that so you guys could see how cool that looked. Oh, here we go. No. Ooh, what the heck was that? Oof, I'm trying to do a special here, but I'm getting busted apart. Again, interesting game, man. Never come across this. Friendly street combat tips from my fellow video game nerd. Hold on. Ooh, okay, gets in. Well, Mika is getting better. I kind of like the way the name's written as well. Wow, nice special there, man. I felt like I should have picked that character, but never mind. I'm trying to do specials again, man. I got like a 7-count special, man. Oof. Oh, come on. What the heck is that? Oh, he's got the little, has he got the Blanca little... He has, yeah, look, that's cool. Down, forward, and hard punch, cool. Can go on the projectiles, I guess. Okay, right. Let's run another one. I got better than that one. Do we pick another game we know nothing of, like a random name? Oh, actually, not a random name. Chase HQ and Special Criminal Investigation. That was superb, man. Wicked. I only knew 2 people who owned a SEGA Saturn, man. My shipmate. Oh, what's a shipmate? So were you a sailor or something? Is that where you get a shipmate? Is that what happens? Shipmate. Wicked. Never anyone else. Okay. Yeah, so Saturn, yeah, it just didn't. It was a little bit of a commercial flop, wasn't it? Unfortunately, a lot of people really did like it, and you know, at the time, like I personally felt PlayStation was the right decision because PlayStation definitely had more games. It done 3D better. There was a whole heap of stuff that, you know, PlayStation had advantages on. But in hindsight, I really like it now because, like, I have a better appreciation for the Sega Mega Drive now because I like the arcade focused gameplay on there, games on there. But at the time, I definitely preferred the Super Nintendo. But now I really like the Sega Saturn because I really like the arcade type of games we have on there. Guys, I used to rinse this game in the arcade. Like, I used to rinse this. Love this game in the arcade. The steering wheel with like the 2 red buttons, you know, 2 red buttons on it. Both done the same thing. I think I used to press both, and you would fire your gun. So darn good. I bet you I'll use the boost straight away. Okay, let's accelerate. Was there a high gear? Oh, that was... I can't remember if they were... Okay, it's T1, okay. Oh, look at that. That's the fire button. Superb. feel like I'm not going fast enough. That's the boost, which I've wasted completely. That's brake, okay. No, okay. This is... I remember the rain in the arcade, man. Looks so good, guys. This really... Like, this was magic in the arcade. And you get the little helicopter that gives you the bazooka. It comes down. Kind of Road Blaster style, right? But this is really good. Now, let's continue again. There you go, that's the car there, man. I remember capturing the car. Let's you know, once you kind of take it down, like at the end of the level, like not the cutscene, but you know, like the little pictures you get. Or I guess you could call it a cutscene or whatever, right? They just looked really, really good. Have I gone past the car? I think I have. What was I doing? I'm doing really, really badly here. Oh, here we go now. What went past the car definitely did not. Oh, let's get the... Hey, where are you now? Oh, look, I've nearly done it, man. It's out, but wow. Come on. Let's continue again. Oh, it's going to give me the weapon again. I got a bit more health actually. All right, okay. Such a good game, man. Like really, really like this in the arcade. Yeah, I used to. This was a game, my go-to game at a certain point. It's just everything I wanted to play, man. Used to love this so much. Obviously, it's just showing you that I cannot play this game whatsoever now. Come on. I just want to do the level, man. I don't remember it being this bloody difficult. But it looks so cool in the arcade. The way the guy just pops up and attacks. Hopefully, we'll get like a MiSTer core of this one day, man. It'll be superb. Wow, man. I suck so bad at this, man. Come on. Okay, so he gets his health back as well when I use the continue, unfortunately. A little bit unfair. I was hoping to like brute force the first level, but hey, I'm not going to use another continue. Let's use the turbo. Let's get there, and I want to ram it as well, man. I mean, how many bullets does it take, right? I mean, it's got fire on the damn back. You know what? I give up. Like, let's run another game. We've done Time Bokan series. Vandal Hearts. What is Vandal Hearts? Vandal Hearts. Let's run this. Don't know what this is. Change gear. How do I change gear, man? I was pressing all the buttons, but maybe it was a shoulder button or something. Ah, that was dreadful. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't. I pressed every single button, unless it was one of the shoulder buttons or something. Okay, that was dreadful, man. It felt off, and I was like, it doesn't feel fast enough. But there you go. That was that. Okay, what's happening here? It's okay. So caching data. Okay, what is this? I have no idea what this is. Kind of looked like the game broke when it started. So let's have a look. And guys, just a reminder, if you're tuning in, you can win yourself a MiSTerPie. Details in the description. Well, it's kind of posted up there on the top right. Let's have a look. From Konami, Vandal Hearts. Is this an RPG that we're going to go into? Or is this... Okay, cool. Everything works on this now, doesn't it? It just works, man. Translations, ROM hacks. This core's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I don't have hardware to compare it against. But, you know, I would say that this is on par with hardware. And maybe in some cases it might even be a little bit better than hardware, man. This is just superb. But are we getting into RPG mode? Not quite sure if we are. But hey, if we are all dandy as candy. Yeah, looks like an arcade game, doesn't it? So superb. Really can't wait to get a handheld MiSTer. That's when games like this will become viable. Guys, can I ask you a favor? It really does help out the channel. We've got 42 people watching at this moment and only 9 likes. It doesn't cost you anything, but it really does help the channel out. But I get it, if you hate the content and you're here and you're like, we watched this guy because we hate him, then press that dislike button. But give me some kind of engagement, man. It really does help out. Yo, Cuckoo in the house. How you doing? Long time, buddy. Hope you are all well. Ninja, this is a new... Oh, shader glass webcam capture card functionality. What does it do exactly? Add shaders to those sources. Need to. Do you know what? Here's the funny thing. I nearly did a shader glass live stream. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a shader glass live stream. Like, I love shader glass. The developer, wicked guy as well, man. Wicked guy. Very, very talented guy. And guys, I'm telling you now, shader glass is something that could be sold for money, right? It's the kind of app that you could say one-off lifetime purchase, $19.99, 20 bucks, 20 pounds. It's worth it, right? I know people that have they've posted images taken on shader glass and they've posted on social media and they've said, yeah, look at this image I've made with like the retro tink. And people have said, wow, what profile are you using on the retro tink? And then they're like saying that they're laughing, saying it's actually not a retro tink. This is shader glass, right? And this isn't an insult or anything on the retro tink. They both have their uses, you know. Shader glass, you can't plug hardware into it, but if you're only looking at the software part of it, man, shader glass is freaking amazing and it doesn't cost you anything. Absolutely amazing. So maybe, see, the thing is, it would have been a bit dishonest if I did. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to try it out on the MiSTer. So if I could get it working and I kind of insert it into like maybe OBS, or I insert it into, I don't know how I would have done it, but maybe there was a way I could get it onto OBS but not on the MiSTer. So you guys at home would be witnessing the effects, but it won't be the MiSTer doing it. But I felt if I do get that working, that would be dishonest because you're not playing it on the MiSTer. I'm just outputting the MiSTer, and what I'm outputting, I'm adding shader glass to. So it might be worth me maybe doing software emulation and adding them on the fly and just trying different things on the PC. It's something that I really would like to do. I mean, it's really, it's an amazing piece of software. And guys, thank you, man. Many another 6 of you press that like button, so really does really do appreciate it. But I do get it, man. I watch so many videos on YouTube and I never press the button. But obviously, if it's a friend's channel or someone I want to help out, I always make sure I press it. And you know, if it's genuinely like I watch it and I think, you know what, this is actually legit. Like I need to press the like button here. If it's something that I find helpful or entertaining, I just kind of press it. But hey, I get it. Some people don't even want to build a social media profile. They'll watch it from an account they're not logged into. One of my best friends never pressed the like button. In fact, he went into his profile and unliked everything he ever liked. He said it took him ages and he had to do it manually because YouTube stores your liked videos in a playlist. And he says, I don't want a social media profile. In fact, you know, he's very supportive of me. He does stuff, but he just doesn't involve in anything that requires a social media account. And I get that and I respect that. But if you've got one, smash that like button. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, shader glass is just wicked, man. I've done an article on Metal Game Solid on that. In fact, let's getting off topic with the Saturn a bit, but I can bring a Chrome window up. So let me just quickly bring a Chrome window up, because on that one I've got a couple of screenshots, and we can definitely get that going. And the screenshots look darn good. So let me bring up Chrome a second. And I just need to tell it what window to have a look at. Here we go. So guys, looking at shader glass. So that's Spider-Man, you know, when the PC version came out, the PS4 game. And you can run it on that set. It looks like it's running VHS. And obviously, like if I run this now. Yeah, glad there's no sound there, but let's turn that down. Look, in real time, you can move it around. So whatever you're playing, if you're playing a SEGA Saturn emulator, you can literally just move it around like that, and it will just do it in real time. It's got like mega bezels. It's got so much stuff from like RetroArch in there, plus lots and lots of original ones. There you go. There you got Spider-Man again. And then after Spider-Man, look, that's Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. And, you know, I've got scan lines on there. Then, you know, you've got like all different stuff like this. And I think I've got Altered Beast here running in like another filter. It really is that amazing. I think, oh, here you go. This one amazed me, man. Look, so I'm running a little window there. You got one Ryu there, the normal Street Fighter 5. Was this Street? No, this was Street Fighter 6 when it came out, actually. Yeah, you've got one there with that on there. You can move that window around absolutely anywhere. It really is that amazing, man. Anyway, let's get back to Saturn stuff. That's what the stream is. But shader glass really is that good, guys. Right, let's kind of get out of the RPG stuff, because let's put on Virtua Fighter 2, because this is one of the games that does benefit from dual SD RAM, the 3D fighters. But yeah, guys, get shader glass now, man. It's superb, and the developer behind it is freaking awesome as well, man. All their work is amazing, absolutely amazing. Full screen with Shift G. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so there you go. You can use it full screen. You can move it around. But you know what? The essential nonsense. Come on, it's a lot of fun moving that window around, isn't it? Like moving it around and thinking like, wow, like that's amazing. That's freaking amazing. Just moving around, and it just works so darn good, man. It just works amazingly well, man. Absolutely like cutting edge when it comes to tech, man. Like just absolutely amazing. Now, VF is a game I find extremely difficult. Like it's a difficult game, man. I bought like the new one, well, not new, 5 Revo, the one they released on Steam with a really good netcode. Can't play it, man. I think I prefer Tekken because it's easier to play. Virtua Fighter is really for the advanced player. I hope with the newer one they make it a little bit more accessible, but not too accessible with like one button supers or something like that. Okay. You might do a couple of wow, okay, yeah. Maybe do a couple of have they got watch mode? Yeah, I like that. Now I don't have to play. We can pick 2 characters and we can let them fight it. Oh, okay. You can't even pick your character, man. It's actually picking them for you. It's like, nah, you know what? We're in the arcade. You just sit down and relax, and we'll fight for you. Absolutely superb. And yeah, Sega Saturn explosive. So the dual SD RAM really benefits when it comes to fighters, guys. Really does benefit when it comes to fighters. Where you get slowed down on the single SD RAM version of the core, you don't get it in the fighters on this, and that's one of the big advantages. So, if this was your game, right? Like, let's say this was your scene. Like, for example, if dual SD RAM was the only way CPS2 ran accurately to the arcade, without additional slowdown, because the arcade did have slowdown, and I like that slowdown because I think Gregor made a patch where the slowdown's completely gone. But as much as I like his work, I don't think I can use that patch, because using that patch, it feels weird not getting the slowdown in there. You almost expect it after years and years of playing it. But for example, like this game here, if there's no slowdown and dual SD RAM is what achieves it, then I would go for a dual SD RAM version. But there are some advantages to it. I think the Atari Jaguar core as well, it seems like there are advantages in having dual SD RAM there. And some of the cores might utilize that and benefit from that. Maybe the 3DO core is going to work better as well with dual SD RAM as opposed to single SD RAM. So definitely advantages, but you just have to weigh it out for yourself. If all you're going to do is play like Super Nintendo and Mega Drive, CPS1, CPS2, for example, and Neo Geo, then you're good with single SD RAM. There are no advantages with getting a dual SD RAM setup. But it's nice to kind of, I've got 3 different MiSTers at the moment. Chances are I'm going to get some more as well at some point to experiment with and to kind of show off on the channel. But yeah, I've got 1 dual SD RAM, 1 single SD RAM, and I've got a MiSTer. And I have to say, the MiSTer is absolutely amazing, man. Ran tests with it. And I ran tests with my dual SD RAM, my single SD RAM, and my MiSTer, and MiSTer was on point, man. Just can't believe how great that damn thing is. Completely shook up the MiSTerFPGA. What's the right word? I can't think of the word at the moment, man. Sometimes I just lose these words, but let's say the MiSTer scene, right, or whatever you want to call it, and it essentially gave you a MiSTerFPGA for half the price. And now the SuperStation 1, guys, it looks amazing with the fact that you can run optical media. So if you've got Virtua Fighter 2 kicking about on a SEGA Saturn on disc, then you can put that disc in and freaking play it, man. Like I get it, some people want to use the optical media. Me personally, if I had optical media, I'd rather create my own dump and run the dump, because we know that's going to run better and it's going to run quicker. Anyone got the MiSTer Multisystem 2 yet? I wonder if anyone in the UK has, since where they shipped from. Okay, so they said they shipped on the 7th. I don't know what kind of, so they said they shipped the first ones on the 7th, right? But I wonder what time of the 7th. A lot of businesses, what they do is, if they've got outgoing post, they'll have it going out a certain time. Like their cutoff time might be 2 p.m, 3 p.m, or it might be 4 p.m. where it goes out. Last collection being like something like 5:30 in the UK. So if that's what happens, they may have sent it out and it may go out. It may be going out on Friday, which means if they don't deliver it over the weekend, it might be out for a Monday delivery, Monday or Tuesday, right? Or it could be that it was put out early on Thursday, and then it went out early. Then it went out straight away as next day delivery to Friday, and that'd be amazing. Because I mean, to be honest, if I was the MiSTer Multisystem people, what I would do I would probably send the first 10 or so out with express delivery. I'd use special delivery in the UK. I know the UK delivery charge is like £5 something. I think special delivery for a parcel that big is £7 to £9. I can't remember. It's been a while since I sent something. So what you could do is you could send those on special delivery just to get those out there. And likely, if you send 10 out to the first 10 people that bought it in the UK, you're going to get someone posting on social media saying, oh, wow, thank you, MiSTer Multisystem, for getting this out so quickly. And obviously, you can use that for your marketing, saying that, oh, first people have got it. And it gives the brand more confidence. People are like, wow, this was supposed to be out, or this was supposed to ship out on the 10th, which LSD, you did point out, was a Sunday. Definitely a little bit weird, but maybe that was a date they planned a while back without thinking it. But yeah, it could well mean that they work in 7 days. It's a team of 15 people at Herber. And what they could be doing is maybe prepping everything, getting the labels, generating everything, and boom, it goes out first thing Monday. But the guys are doing a really, really good job of it. They're very approachable. They're very, very, very approachable, very, very honest. And I like them. My interactions with the team, it's Richard that I've spoken to mainly. Like, really nice guy, really, really nice guy. Really, I think highly of the team there. So, like, let's run another game. But it'd be interesting to get people seeing that in the wild, you know. And since I said the word wild, let's run Wild Arms. I kind of get the feeling that this is going to be another RPG, but I can't remember. Wild Arms, is it an RPG? I'm having visions of maybe a PlayStation or a PSP game. Really used to like my PSP. Remember the PSP when it started running? When it started running all the PlayStation games, man. I remember that. And I got like a thing for Resident Evil 3, and I really like Resident Evil 3. I know a lot of people cuss it. I love it, man. I just felt like it was a good mix of action and survival. I liked it when Nemesis was chasing you. I even liked the remake, to be honest. I know people cuss it. It was short, but it was sweet. I really enjoyed my playthrough of that again. But I remember playing it on the PSP, and there was a certain point in the game, man, and the game just, you know, like the game just stopped working after a certain point. It just wouldn't work. And it was a one disc game, that one. So it wasn't like a disc swap thing. I think it was a bit near the train or something. I was so gutted, man. I wanted to play it. And another one I played on the PSP again after completing. These are games I completed on the PlayStation 1. One of them was Dino Crisis 2, man. Wow. Boom, shaka, laka. That was one of the best games on the PlayStation 1, man. Dino Crisis 2. I played it. I still remember getting it. I remember getting it on a particular day, or maybe the night before, going to sleep, waking up on the weekend, and just completing it in one sitting. You know those games where you just play it and you don't turn your PlayStation off and you end up completing it. What a game. Now, going back to those games, tank controls, they feel a little bit dated, especially the controls, but man, that was a darn good game. And I played it again on the PSP, but I could never complete it because there were some action parts which were made even more difficult on the PSP due to lack of some kind of buttons in there. But it was a really good action sequence where you've got dinosaurs coming from both sides, man. He's just blasting these things out, man. Another good game as well of that style was Parasite Eve 2, man. Really, really liked that game, man. But I tried playing Parasite Eve again, man, and I couldn't get into it. And there was another game, Galerians, that I played on a PlayStation 1. I liked it, but I borrowed it off a friend and I had to give it back. And when I tried playing that again, I don't know, it didn't do it for me, man. It just didn't do it for me. I don't know. I don't know if anyone played Galerians. They did not do it for me. Okay, what's this? Okay, so Wild, whatever this was, Wild Arms. It's not an RPG that I was thinking. It is actually a plain game. So let's go with this. Okay. Interesting. So let's see what this is like. I don't know. We're just going to pick a random one here. Let's pick that one then. Let's go. Hey, it's that guy from Super Sega, man. That's super. He's in this. What's he saying?
Welcome to the Endeavor. The name is Gordon.
Or as Video Game Esoterica likes to call him, it's his uncle Alejandro.
All right, here's what
guys,
we know.
that guy, I don't know, I think he's disappeared now, but guys, he was doing a stream one day, and he had 2,000 people watching, man. I mean, that was insane. I think the most people I've ever had watch a stream is like 200. I mean, that's big numbers. For me, if I get 50 people in a stream, I consider that a super successful stream. Sorry, I realized I might have had it a little bit too loud there with a guy with Uncle Alejandro talking as well, but Uncle Alejandro had yeah, 2,000 people plus watching his stream, man. I was amazed. I was like, what is the guy doing, you know? But he's just doing random stuff like cooking prawns, having cigarettes and getting into some randomness, man. Okay, there's a little bit of a flicker on the left. I wonder if that was present on original hardware. Do we have any original hardware dons in the house? If so, then let me know. Destroy all airborne targets, right? Does that mean I don't shoot anyone on the ground? Right, can I? Ooh, I just did a barrel roll. Wow. Okay, can I? Okay. Oh, okay, that's the viewer one. Okay, cool. Right, okay, this is kind of, it's feeling all right. I'm in the clouds. It said airborne targets, but there's a thing down there. Look, you can do a, whoa, hey, one button barrel. One on the other side as well. Absolutely superb. So we've got a fire button. Okay. Oh, there's an arrow telling me to go that way. Again, this is kind of feeling all right, man. Do you know what? Do you know with all this reverse engineering work going on, right? Especially for like the GameCube now, I just so want Rogue Squadron to get like a native PC port, man. The one on the GameCube, what is it? Rogue Squadron 2, right? Sorry, I just always call it Rogue Squadron. I call it Rogue Squadron GameCube because it's a Rogue Squadron game. It's on the GameCube, and I want the first one, not the second one. I didn't like the second one as much. I know you can play the first game in its entirety in 2-player mode on. Oh wow, not bad. In the second game, which I think is like a great addition to having it. You can't play it 1-player though, just 2-player. Absolutely great to have, but I really do want the first one, man. That, you know, on the GameCube, playing, doing that trench run in, was it Rebel Assault or what it was called? No, not Rebel Assault, Rogue Squadron 2, Rebel Leader or whatever. But let's go with Rogue Squadron GameCube, get right? The first one on the GameCube, guys. Doing that trench run, I remember seeing it for the first time in Computer Exchange. Wow. And that's when Nintendo went down really hard on Computer Exchange because they sold so many GameCubes. Nintendo felt like they ruined their launch in the UK, and then CEX stopped doing imports after that. You know, Nintendo really went after them, man. And that's the days before they had the ninjas. You know, those were Padawan ninjas. Now, you know, if you were to go toilet and you were to fart in the shape of Nintendo, or your waist was in the shape of Nintendo, Nintendo would literally come in and sue the cack out of you, man. That is the Nintendo now, you know. Yeah, big company, big investors in the company, and they are just out to fleece you in any way possible. I mean, what are the chances that they've got a better version of the Switch 2 already, right? With a better screen, everything in there, but they'll wave that in front of you, and a year later they'll be like, hey, guess what? We've got a new one. And you know what? I can't even say that. I'm such a hypocrite. I actually went out after thinking I'm not buying the Switch 2. Very anti-consumer. And guess who went to bloody Argos because they had them in stock and bought it, right? And I still remember, you know what I did? What did I buy it with? Oh, I had the last bit of crypto that I probably made massive losses on, but there was just enough in there for me to get a Nintendo Switch. I didn't feel like I was, I think that's how I got it anyway. I can't remember. Did I call my wife and say, can I get it? Or whatever. Can't remember. I think it was crypto cash that I took out, but I did consult the wife because I like consulting her on stuff. But yeah, I did go out and buy one. And I'm not even using it, man. I played it a couple of times, done a couple of streams on there. I should really play Mario Kart World a little bit more. But Mario Kart, it's not doing it for me like it used to, you know. I don't know if I like Mario Kart 8 better, you know, just a straightforward Mario Kart without the open world stuff. Not a criticism to Mario Kart World. Mario Kart World is fantastic. And you know what else is fantastic? Yeah, this game here is really, really good. But you know what? Let's go here. Cool. Can we go? I never really do this, right? Let's go arcade. Let's go STV. And we started with, oh, do you know what was interesting? I know Decathlon wasn't running that well. It had graphical issues last time I tried it. Let's see if that's gone. This is a heck of a good game. What did the PSP hack do better? Oh no, the PSP hack was amazing, man. It let you put emulators on there. I remember putting CPS1, CPS2, and the Neo Geo emulators on that thing were really good. Like I really enjoyed them. At least in my head, they live rent free and they live good. They lived really, really good. And obviously you could put any PSX game on there. You could find like there were e-boots. They were known as e-boots, .eboot, right? You could put those on there and they just worked really, really well on there, man. And then I think there was a Pandora battery that you could get, because I remember my cousin getting one of those, and the Pandora battery was fantastic, guys. Like it, yeah, just let you it just hacked any PSP, man. The worst thing about the PSPs, those guys, and if you've got one that you haven't used for a while, take it out and look at the battery, man. I've had like a couple of batteries balloon on my PSP. In fact, right now my PSP does not have a battery in there, but I have to say, I don't really like now. I feel like if I want to play a PSP game, I'll play it on the PS Vita. The screen's a lot better. Like the graphics on the PSP were really good, but the screen wasn't that great. And I feel like the Vita does a really good job on the PSP. Do let me know if is there major differences between the PSP and the PS Vita when it comes to playing. I know people prefer playing GameCube games on the GameCube as opposed to the Wii, because there are some differences apparently. I'm not an expert in that field. But are there differences between the PSP and the Vita, and are there advantages of playing games on the PSP as opposed to the Vita? Because personally, I think the Vita does a great job. Vita, absolutely amazing console, man. I remember buying that. I kind of preferred it to the 3DS, but then, you know, that stopped getting support. 3DS started getting support, and 3DS had Monster Hunter on there, man. Monster Hunter 4U was, wow, what a game. Hard to go back to it. Feels a little bit clunkier compared to the newer ones. We got spoiled with the newer ones. It made us into worse off gamers. But man, that was really good. Look, looks like it is working way better now. Yeah, it is LSD. I remember, let's start the game and let's see what happens, because I remember before the graphics were all kind of broken up. And this is why I always recommend to people that run with like the unstable version of the cores, because you get the latest version, right? We're going to be this guy over here, right? Look, someone pointed this out. The black guy in here, they've named him Robin Banks. Is that just not embedded racism in there? There's no way that can be coincidence, right? Look, they called him Robin Banks. Like, seriously, like how racist is that, man? They just put that in there. Or is that coincidence? Am I overthinking it, right? We're going to have a look at the other names as well, because if the other names are like racist in some kind of way, someone pointed out, I didn't even think of that last time. Someone during a stream previously said, look, check that out. And I was like, wow, that's pretty nuts. You know, you've called the guy that. Which button is it? Okay. Okay, it was A and B. No, come on, I won't win. Put my lap. No. Okay. Let's give that a reset, because I want to have a look at the other character names. I want to see if they've done stuff on here. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot we're on the STV side now. Okay, let's have a look. So, okay, Rick Blade, Carl Vane, Robin Banks, Alesky, okay, what's this? Joe Kudo, Femi Kadena, Elaine, whatever. Okay, no, that's the only one there. That's quite bad. I got a place. Do you know what, LSD? I regret getting rid of my PlayStation TV. I bought it really cheap, like £30 or something, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to use it, and I got rid of it, man. Really gutted, really gutted to get rid of it, man. I wish if I kept it, because that would have been really cool to do like Vita streams on at some point, you know, just as like a retro thing. And they've really shot up in price now, haven't they? So yeah, really gutted about that, man. And I sold it for cheap as well. Like I think I paid it for how much I got it for. Okay, I'm mashing 2 buttons rather than sequence. Yeah, we got this. No! No. Ah, I'm a loser, damn it, man. I bet you the arcade version is harder, but hey, this is looking good, and that's what we came to check, right? Making excuses as I duck out. So Dynamite Decker is also Die Hard Arcade. Let's have a look. Is there anything in here? Let's go with the Batman game, man. The Batman game is fantastic. This is really as janky as they come, but it's Batman. It's a brawler. It's STV, baby, and it's actually a script. Thank you, Dave Wongilius, for putting this script out there that just fetches the latest STV MRA files. It does everything for you, mind you. I think STV has been included with Update All now, so now it'll grab all the games and it'll be merged in your arcade folder. So for example, now if we go to core, so look, this is an STV folder. I've put them all in because in case I just want to check them, but they will be, for example, now Batman. I think I just saw it there. Here you go, Batman Forever. It is just there in the normal games as well. So cool stuff there. Let's have a look. Yep. Okay, cool. So we're going to be Batman because that's what we want to be. We want to be Batman. I'm not really digging Robin in here. Guys, this is so janky. So darn good, guys. Like, it's just janky, crazy fun, man. Where was the kick button? Kick wasn't working at one point. Oh, it is working. There you go. Kick's up there. And it's crazy. You turn into like really tiny Batman. And look at that cool move. Really cool game. Really cool game. Wow, look, pops out the TV, man. Absolutely superb. How much time we've been streaming for? Ooh, okay, that's cool. We've still got like 20+ minutes left, so absolutely dandy. What a janky game, guys. There you go. I am the big bat guy, man. Kind of, this reminds me, right? Anyone seen? If you haven't, definitely check it out. Put in Bollywood Batman in Google and you'll get this Bollywood Batman movie where it's like, it's Batman. It's Bollywood Batman. It reminds me like this is what they've made, right? They've made a Bollywood Batman movie, and here I am, all tiny Batman. Oh, you know what I'm really looking forward to? And I think that's one I'm just going to buy on day one. I'm just wondering whether to buy it on the Switch or whether to buy it on the PC. I generally prefer, if the game's out for the PC and the Switch, I prefer buying it on the PC, because you know what, 10 years from now my PC is still going to have backwards compatibility, where Nintendo are probably going to do something bad at some point and just make all my games disappear by discontinuing the service and whatnot. So yeah, so I'll probably buy that on the PC, and yeah, looking forward to doing a live stream of that. Let me know if you guys are going to buy that, and if you're going to buy it on the PC, you know what we can do? We can actually do a live stream where you guys can join in as well. I really hope, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I think you can even play 6-player multiplayer on that, man. That's manic, and that'll be great, man. You know, having like the Silver Surfer in there, Captain America, Wolverine, I think Storm's in it as well. I think there's a whole bunch of characters in there, man. I think there's like 15 or 16 playable characters now, so that is going to be banging. I'm so looking forward to that, man. There's other games as well. Shinobi, I need to try the demo out, because I have to say, looking at it, the way the art style put me off a bit, but then saying that Streets of Rage 2, when I first looked at it before I played it, the art style put me off, and when I played it I really liked it. So I need to try out that demo, because chances are I'm gonna like it, but when I'm looking at it, it doesn't look that great, and that's because in my head I've just got Shinobi and Shadow Dancer embedded in there, even though, you know, I know it's a different game. A friend of mine played the demo and it says it encourages you to do melee attacks more than it encourages you to do projectile attacks. And for me, Shinobi is like the original Shinobi. You know, you like use those projectiles, you do those you do melee attacks when you're close. I know some people like going through like levels only doing melee attack. That's not me. I'll use I'll definitely, what's this, Critter Crusher? I'll use the range attacks. And then Shadow Dancer, if you get some special something if you do levels without using any shurikens. I know Shadow Dancer on the Mega Drive, obviously it rewards you for just doing it with melee attacks. So there are rewards to have the Ninja Gaiden look sweet too. It really, really does. Do you know what really sucks though? On the Switch 1 and the Switch 2, it's only 30 FPS because they didn't get a Switch 2 development kit in time, so they didn't optimize it. But it really annoys me when we get 2D games. I know some of these 2D games look good, but it really annoys me. Sorry, we put the sound down a bit. Really, what am I doing here? I don't know what I'm doing. Am I supposed to? Does this come with some special hardware or something? Yeah, I've got no idea what I'm doing here. Okay, yeah, let's just reset that and get out. What's this game here? Ooh. Yeah, so yeah, sorry, going back to Ninja Gaiden, man. Ninja Gaiden, I can't believe that. Like, it's horrible. Like, one thing I liked about the Nintendo Switch was the 2D games. I really liked the 2D games on there. I was like, wicked. All right, we're not going to get great, like, 3D games. I kind of accepted that. Cool. But for me, it was like, if I want to play like The Messenger, I could play it on the Switch. It's nice, light, it's thin. You know, I like playing stuff on the Steam Deck, but let's say I'm taking my Steam Deck out. The Steam Deck is the main feature in my bag now, right? It is the main feature in the bag, right? Okay, let's go here. So it's the main feature in the bag, and you know, whereas if I take like something like the Switch out, it's smaller, it's a straight shape, so it doesn't become a big massive bulk in my bag. So yeah, so I liked playing like the 2D games on the Switch, something like the Castlevania Advance Collection. I know I've played those games multiple times, but it's nice to play them as well. Okay, this is a card game. No idea what I'm doing, but hey, I know how to pick another game. So let's go with a Die Hard Arcade because that's a good one, and I feel like this is aged well. So I think like sorry, going back to Ninja Gaiden, I think yeah, PC's the better way of playing it. Obviously on modern consoles as well, like the PS5, you're probably going to get a 60 FPS mode, as well as what's the other one, like the Xbox. Is Xbox dead now, guys? It just feels dead to me. I feel like if you've got a decent PC, which I have, there is zero reason to get a Xbox. Everything's coming on there. Maybe if you don't have one, you're a fan of the games, but it looks like the games are coming to PlayStation as well. You've got Forza on PlayStation 5. So yeah, zero reason to get an Xbox. And I've felt that for quite some time because the games have been available for the PC for quite a long time now. Oof. This was cool, man. I remember seeing stuff like this in the arcade. Not this particular one, but stuff like this, you know, like the Time Crisis type of graphics, like that era of arcade gaming, you know? Okay. Again, just looks superb, man. Like, there was a time where I thought these aged really, really badly. But I've changed my mind since. I like them. I really do like them. We're going to get the lady with the heels come out soon. Here we go. Anyone will tell you, don't enter a battlefield with heels on. Always reminds me of one of them Jackie Chan movies where you've got... the ladies in the heels, you know, like a few of them. I can't remember what they are. I remember those old Jackie Chan movies. My favourite one was always, what was it? Project A Part 2. Always my favourite Jackie Chan movie. Absolutely loved it. You know what? This was amazing when we got this system. Even though we had like the Sega Saturn, when Electron Ash, man, big shout out to Electron Ash. Always kickstarts things off, man. And he kickstarted this thing off, and it has become, because of the work he kind of initiated. It was SRG 320's core. He started working on the STV side. I think Zach done a whole bunch of MRAs for it, and you know, essentially SRT just kind of implemented it into the core. Then he made separate cores for it because Having it as an all-in-one core presented a few issues that was resolved by separating the cores, and all of a sudden we got a whole heap of arcade games. A lot of people with arcade setups were so darn happy. It was like, wow, we have got arcade games, you know. We've got our favorite arcade games, some of our favorite arcade games now on the MiSTerFPGA, and that's why the MiSTer, I'm gonna rocket launcher this guy, man. Get out of here. Yeah, that's why the MiSTerFPGA, man, the gift that just keeps on giving, it just always does it. What's he doing? Let me rocket launcher this guy. Still got 3 shots. Come on. Surely 2 rocket launchers will kill you. No, this guy is tough. Let's see, I've got 1 more bullet left. Nice. I didn't even get to use it. This guy here, man. So funny. Hiding in a little cupboard, wait to the next stage. Okay, and you can see this isn't a massive coin guzzler, right? Because I'm playing it and I've lasted like a few minutes. Might die really, really soon as well. Oh, look at that. I'm going to spray paint the bad people. Oh, let's grab a gun. Three in the head and you know they are dead. What was that in? I think that was in Nurse Betty, actually. Look at the way he's walking. He's walking like he's constipated. Okay, we're going to get a quick time event here. Oh no, jump. So the buttons are a little bit different on the STV core. Okay, fire engine there. And again, great arcade game. Now I have a machine gun. Am I dead? Am I finally dead? And that wasn't bad if you put in 1 credit for that. But that kind of went all right, man. Somehow this game is always... Oh, absolutely. Michael De Lima, how are you doing there, buddy? Absolutely superb, man. Ooh. Michael De Lima, I didn't realize you were a mod. I think I might have nipple modded you, man, when I was doing one of them live streams. But there you go. We'll leave you as a mod. If you see anyone misbehaving, you can put them in line, but don't abuse your power. Oh. Right, okay. What else shall we run? Guys, anyone want to see anything on here? I like doing stuff with a couple of buttons because the buttons on the STV core, they're better optimized on the SEGA Saturn because everyone's like that. On this one, you might have to shuffle them per game. Let's see if there's anything here. Virtua Fighter Kids is a funny one. Let's have a look. Oh, this had some graphical issues before, actually. Astra Superstars. Oh, was it a nip mod? No worries, dude. I'm gonna leave you on there, man. You've always been cool on here. So welcome to the mod team, man. Like I say, don't abuse the power, you know, be nice to everyone. And if someone's not being nice, give them a nice warning before you kick their butt out. But yeah, welcome. So guys, if anyone is unaware, right? What exactly is a nipple ban? And in this case, so some people got demoted by my nipple, some people got promoted by my nipple. Let me get you to explain. This isn't a fetish thing. So what was happening, I was trying some in-life streams. And what I was doing, no, dude, my pleasure, man. You're an awesome guy. So I was doing some live streams where I was walking home from work. And I kind of got into them and they were a lot of fun and we were talking and we were doing live streams and I had the phone in my pocket, right, as I was walking around. But what would happen was my nipple, and it was a hot day, so it wasn't like hard or anything like it is in a cold, but my nipple was interacting with the phone and it was kicking people out. Like my genuine, one of the genuine mods of the channel, Anime Otaku, he actually got kicked out. He got removed as a mod, right? For by my nipple. I think other people got banned, and so in the end I had to go back in and give those people like the mod status again and everything. And in the case of Michael De Lima, he was a regular user watching that, and all of a sudden my nipple promoted him. And yeah, so what I found, the solution for that was my phone that I had in my pocket. I put like a card in front of it, like a debit card, and that kind of prevented, that was the barrier between the nipple and my phone screen, so it wasn't interacting. But yeah, the nipple ran chaos a bit. Now I I wanted to buy devices, so I bought devices, and honestly guys, to do in real life streaming, you can't do it without looking like a complete twat. Either that or my nipples doing all this stuff and I can't aim where it is, and I don't want to wear it like I've got like I'm some kind of cyborg with a shoulder cannon, you know. I look like a twat, and the chances are someone's going to punch me and grab my phone as well. So I kind of laid that one back until I can find a better way of doing it. Maybe one day if I, you know, we're taking a walk somewhere. I even upgraded my phone. I went from a Pixel 6a to a Pixel 9 Pro, because the 9 Pro apparently doesn't overheat when you do it, and it never overheated when I tried it on the 9 Pro. I even went with an unlimited data plan from like, so I tripled the cost of my phone in order to try and do it, and now I'm stuck with a 2-year contract, which to be honest I don't mind too much because I've got a new phone, and it was a very good deal that I got as well. But yeah, I just not really doing those in real life streamings, in real life streams. I did enjoy them. It was a good way to kind of interact. It was a good way to get a walk as well. What would be interesting though is to do that with someone else, maybe not moving around, maybe being on a location, filming like a nice bit of scenery or whatever, and just like talking stuff while we're doing stuff on there. Definitely not stuff with the nipple, man. The nipple was out of control. But I did, yeah, like I said, I did really enjoy those streams. It was fun, and actually, you know, it was really good for my health. I was actually walking over 3 miles every time I did one of those, and it didn't feel like I was walking for ages. And I walked through different old areas. Some people in the chat knew those areas, and they were like, "Hey, Pixel, we remember those areas, man. Do you remember the arcade there? There was an arcade in Angel where they had the Third Strike machine with really crap joysticks, and all that stuff was around." So, also, guys, just want to mention that hey, you can win yourself a MiSTer Pi. Check the link in the description. Head over to Metal Game Solid. Yeah, I know Taku, yeah, he got violated by my nipple. That just sounds wrong, doesn't it? I can just imagine my wife walking in and I'm like, Animator Taku got violated by my nipple, and she'd be like, okay, I think we need to talk. You need to end the stream right now. You know, embarrassing things can happen. So yeah, there you go, guys. So pro-life tip, pun intended, tip, nipple. Yeah, don't have your phone in your pocket. Your nipple can do weird things. If you do, have it locked. Right, okay, this is an interesting game, but I feel like we've had a good look at the attract mode. So let's now go. Oh, did I go into? Oh yeah, we're going to call this time. So we've had a look at that. I don't want to do a fighting game because the buttons are all mixed up, like the 6-button ones. Without doing them on here, name Club Disney. Let's not get a copyright strike. Oh, Pebble Beach. That's going to be a golf game, and a shout out to Hatego, who's releasing a golf game. Not that I'm the biggest fan of golf games. You know, for me the best golf game will always be Neo Turf Masters. Nothing will ever beat that. Or your buy your nipple pointer controller on your Lenovo laptop. Yeah. Yeah, no, I've got so my laptops. I've got a couple. I use a Zephyrus, which, by the way, let me give it a reset and get rid of all the memory. Yeah, so I use a Zephyrus G14 from 2020. Upgraded it to the max from 16 to 24 gig RAM. Absolutely love the device. Still holds up today. Don't do anything too strenuous on there, but it's my go-to updating stuff for Metal Game Solid on there. Then the other one I've got is a GPD Win Mini, which I really do like. It's a tiny little laptop that I use sometimes. Good laptop. And then obviously I've got my desktop, which is a bit of a beast. I don't really use it for that. Don't get me wrong, it's not the most powerful thing out there. I've got a 4080 Super, but I don't play anything on there, man, that uses it. You know, I play like indie 2D games sometimes. I bought it for Monster Hunter, and honestly, I just wasted my money. I mean, yes, I've got the power there should I want it, but I should have just stayed with my 1660 Ti and the Zephyrus. I would have been all right for what I do, you know. But I really thought I was going to play Monster Hunter. I was going to live the dream, play it, do all that stuff. I just never did it, man. Again, this kind of looks all right as well, man. Look, golfing games they're so relaxed, so relaxing. Oh, also, as well as Neo Turf Masters, everybody golf on the PSP. Really good animation in this game as well, man. Wow, absolutely superb, man. Good attract mode in this. Okay, the ball looks like it could do with a few extra frames per second. Play the BF6. Oh, is that, sorry, what's BF6? Is that Battlefront or Battlefield? Battlefield, right? That's the EA game. I'm really put off EA games, man. I don't like them. I don't know. I really like Battlefield 3. They're really good, but you know, I really suck at those games now, man. Yeah, Battlefield, cheers, dude. Battlefield, not the biggest fan of those games. Battlefield 3 was really good. Battlefield 4 was really good as well, but 3 and 4 were fantastic. But I suck at those games, man. I die now because you know what? I'll play them on a handheld. I'll play them on the analog stick. I'm not a mouse and keyboard guy. Never really have been. You know, I can play like a strategy game on a mouse, but not FPSs and all that stuff. I was more consoles. I only came onto PCs when I bought a GPD Win, and I started playing like some games on a handheld PC, and then like PC's the best way, man. EA, I don't know, either just got it going last night for fun. Okay, cool, man. I'm sure it's a good game, but you know what? I just don't have the time, and I can't play it. And this is something that I missed on my last job. I missed night shift for the fact that what's this, Princess Clara? Oh, actually, I know this game. Good looking game. It's one of the first games that worked actually on the STV side. So yeah, the one thing that I do miss about my night shift job is I could watch like a lot of TV shows there. I could play a lot of games there. At one point, I remember I was logging into my main PC rig, and I think at the time, this is going back about 5 years, I had a 1660 Super in there, and I used to log in and play Monster Hunter World on it, man, and it was wicked. I used to remote play from my work PC on there. I used to have like a controller under my desk on night shift. It was wicked. Used to absolutely love it. Oh, isn't there a, I think, was it for the Saturn or was it for the Dreamcast? I can't remember. There might be a Wipeout for it. We could go back to the Saturn side now. Oh, we're going to be ending the stream though in a few minutes because I told my wife, look, 11 o'clock and I am using a bedroom for this. I'm not streaming downstairs or anything. And she's going to want to come to bed soon. So let's give it a quick reboot. And when we give it a reboot, oh, okay. And let's now go console. And we run the latest dual SD RAM version of the Saturn core, which is this one here, the 7th of the 8th, so the 7th of August 2025. And maybe we can finish on that Wipeout game. I think there is a Wipeout game, but you know what? I suck at the Wipeout games, man. They are, let's see if I've got it here. What? Okay, not here. Maybe I've got it in the CHD. Really do hope I've got it there for you, bud. Wipeout, there you go. Okay, cool. And hopefully this gives us a good attract mode, and yeah, we can start closing this stream off. But I do hope everyone's having like a great weekend, man. I'm off work for a couple of weeks. I've got stuff to do. You know, my dad's over in the country, so yeah, I have to chill with him a little bit. You know, my mum's with me full time at the moment. She's actually around my cousins for a couple of days, which is nice. You know, I went to check up on her earlier because of the dementia. You know, I don't want her to feel like freaked out, but she really likes my cousin. She gets on really well with her. And obviously her brother is the cousin's father, so she's over at her father's. So yeah, that's kind of all right. So I want to check up on her, and yeah, she's having a great time out there, man. Really good. I asked her, I said, you know, you want to come home? And she was like, yeah, I'm all right. And then my cousin was like, no, auntie is staying with me, and she's staying with her. So that's kind of all right. But I'm going to be doing a lot of that care, and I'm going away after the 19th of August, only for a few days. My wife's got a half brother from her dad's second marriage. And yeah, she only got to know him like recently, and I met the guy who came over to the house a few years ago. Really nice guy, actually, really nice guy. Really got on with him, really liked him. So yeah, he's invited us over. So you know, I said to the wife, "Wicked, take the kids." She goes, "No, I want you to come over as well." And I was like, "Cool, baby, we'll do it." So probably I might have to miss a weekly news episode, but don't worry, I'll take my laptop and the mic. Maybe I can get some kind of episode going. I always try, but maybe I'll have to skip it. Let's kind of see what happens. But you know, that holiday for me is going to be just a kind of chill. It's going to be a chill one, man. I'm kind of looking forward to that to some extent because honestly, I haven't really taken a holiday for a while, man. Really, I mean, yeah, I've been going away like a little bit, but it's always been like, there's always been like ulterior motives, like after a family member or doing something. So maybe over there I can go and chill. But this is Wipeout. Hopefully, come and show us some gameplay, man. You know, we want to show. I don't want to play it, but I'm not going to have to play it now. Oops. Oops. Along with 2097. Oh, was there 2097 in the list as well? Have I got 2097 here? Let's have a look. I don't have it there. Okay. So, okay, so let's go start race. So guys, do you remember when the Ministry of Sound, they had PlayStations in, and Wipeout was one of the games that they had? And this is, yeah, this is a good game, but it's fast. Guys, you know, for the PS Vita, I bought the let's play. Okay, so I actually bought Wipeout for oh, that's the change thingy. Okay, so I bought yeah, I bought on the PS Vita. I bought Wipeout when it came out. You know what? I had to trade it in. I went and traded it in almost straight away. It was too fast. Like it was so fast. Like I just couldn't turn it in time. And I was just smashing into walls. It felt too fast. I don't know if I was looking at it on a smaller screen or it had some impact. I was like, look, I cannot actually play this game. It's too fast and I cannot react to the turns in time. And that's the first damn level of the game, you know. This feels all right though. This feels like I'm doing all right on there. Superb Danger. So this is the original kind of racer like this. This was big, guys. When this came out, I mean, I'm also remember this on the PlayStation, but this was big on the PlayStation, man. When it came out, it was so good. Remember when the PlayStation came out? I still remember after the SNES days, one of my friends, really good friend, you know, guy was born on the same day as me in the same hospital, and we lived on the same road for the first 16 years of our life, man. Like the guy's like a brother to me, man. Very smart guy. And yeah, he said to me, yeah, man, like the PlayStation, and I remember him telling me about Loaded. Remember the game Loaded? It's not that great a game, but heck, did that game look so good at the time. I was like, wow, it just completely and utterly blew me away. Just having a look at that game, I was like, wow, that game is amazing. I remember trying it. I remember seeing like Battle Arena to Shiden and just seeing like the 3D-ness, the fighting, the big screen showing like what's going on with the fight. Absolutely gobsmacked, amazed at the PlayStation when it came out. And even like the early 3D games, how they looked. I remember Destruction Derby, like thinking, wow. I mean, it was a big jump from like, you know, primarily 2D to 3D. And you know, like some of the 3D stuff has aged really bad, but now I'm liking it again. Like I'm really liking it. There was a time I was like, oh, this looks dreadful, let's not even go there. But man, like it's looking good. I'm getting the nostalgia for the PlayStation, you know. I was like, how old was I when the PlayStation came out? Probably like, I don't know, maybe 18, 19, something like that. You know, 18, 19, yeah, 18. And yeah, man, it was big. Who remembers this, right? I remember around the time I even got a PlayStation, I didn't have a memory card, because a memory card was like £30, man. It was bloody expensive. So, you know, when you were on a limited budget, you had a choice of a game or a memory card. And so I didn't buy a memory card. I remember Tekken 2, we used to play it, unlock all the characters and obviously turn it off, and we'd have to unlock all the characters again. And it was a while later that I got a memory card, man. But yeah, absolutely. Yeah, PlayStation era was a good era for gaming, man. I mean, the NES era was good. The 8-bit era was really good. The computers around that time. 16-bit is the golden age for me. You know, when it comes to that era for arcade games and for gaming, that's my golden age of gaming. You know, that's what I absolutely positively love so darn much, man. But all right, let's run a game on a thing. But yeah, man, this is decent, man. Very decent. Oh, what's Wolfang? What's this Wolfang? I'm not exactly sure what this is. Let's have a look. They remake the version for Dreamcast recently. There you go. It was Dreamcast. Yeah, Dreamcast is getting a lot of love, guys, man. Very talented people. You got Jay and Martin. You got Falco Gurgis. You know, working on this stuff. And Jay and Martin recently just released Mario Kart, and he's working on Star Fox 64 Next, which for me is the best Star Fox game. Loved it on the N64, bought it on the 3DS at launch. Love, guys, you got to play the PC version. Look, I'm looking forward to the Dreamcast version, but wow, the PC decomposed, reverse engineered version, guys, it is amazing. I know they've done like stuff like Zelda Majora's Mask. I think they've done the normal Zelda as well, Perfect Dark, Mario Kart as well. But guys, Star Fox is amazing on the PC. Like, after you play it on the PC, as much as I love the Nintendo 64 version, there is no going back. Like, it is the definitive way to play. I mean, you can run it on your Switch as well, actually, if you've got a hack Switch. But man, like on the PC, it is so good. Ultra wide. Hopefully we'll get HD textures. HD textures are only available for like the first level or part of the second level at the moment, I think. But when that gets more full swung, it's going to be freaking amazing, man. Really good. Really looking forward to Castlevania Symphony of Night getting reverse engineered as well, so we can get a native PC port. Really do like the native PC ports, because I've got really good handheld PCs and I love playing on that. I just don't use the power of these devices as they're supposed to be used. But yeah, guys, gonna end it here, man. Look, thank you for keeping me company on a Saturday night. It's always fun. I'm gonna be doing a lot more streams in these coming days, because I am off work and I love doing streams. I prefer doing streams to videos. Michael Delima, I had a chip PSX and would run silvers in it from Hong Kong. Yeah, man, chipping was it was amazing back then. I still remember the whole process and everything there. I had some devices chipped back in the day. Sometimes I didn't, sometimes I just ran with the OG games. But yeah, guys, this Wolfgang, you make my heart sing. Spitfire RAF 100, thank you as well, man. Thank you for pretty much turning up for every stream. If I always remember one person that attends every stream, is Spitfire RAF. Really do appreciate it. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys, man. So guys, final thing I'll ask, if you've enjoyed this stream, press that like button. If you loved it, why not subscribe to the channel? Keep you updated with FPGA gaming news. Check out Metal Game Solid as well. There is a giveaway going off at the moment where you can win yourself a MiSTer Pi, whether you want an additional MiSTer, whether you don't have a MiSTer, you know, you can have it. You can enter it, man. Oh wow, this game looks all right. So yeah, you can make an account on Metal Game Solid like back in the early 2000s when we were signing up for accounts everywhere. But hey, this is a site me and Anime Otaku work on. Yeah, we work on it a lot. As well as that, guys, if you're passionate about something, we're opening up spots for guest contributors, you know, and we're looking for experts in a particular field. So if you're an expert on the C64, the Amiga, you know, you're a SNES guy, whatever you are, Neo Geo is going to be Neo Severa. You know, if there's something you want to write about, you feel strongly about, LSD, you know, if there's a subject matter you're very passionate about, write about it. The only thing that we avoid is we avoid anything political, you know, the normal stuff. Let's not go into religious stuff, nothing kind of political in there. Just keep it straight, keep it about the games, and keep it sweet. And that's what we are doing. Thank you, Michael Delima. Wicked. Mods can actually post links in it. Absolutely superb. But yeah, guys, gonna end it there. Let's go off with a gift with a pad being beaten, and let's stick Saturn Sanshiro up there as well. But guys, as always, thank you so much for your time. Really do appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you guys around. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.